from what I was reading, we were going to get 5 weeks of these tapes being dropped off, and it was just going to be, all right, here's the explanation. And I wasn't even really mad at that idea because I like the backstory. Give me a reason to believe and to understand. I like that we saw them. I like that, okay, we're going to get to a little bit of the meat and potatoes while we get the backstory. How did you feel about the Pat McAfee stuff, about delivering the tape on Pat McAfee?
I really didn't think twice about it, honestly.
It's not a big deal, right?
I feel it's all intertwined at the end of the day. I mean,
you have to look at that. What I was trying to talk through with We Too Deep was that's just marketing, right? The fact that Pat McAfee is willing to play that game and do that on ESPN, that's free airtime on one of the biggest sports networks. So I don't care about the crossover. It's just free. It's free advertising on a channel that you really don't have a lot of alignment with. And then for Pat, it's the same thing, right? Pat knows if they do it on his show, then we've got to re-show it and talk about it on Monday Night Raw. So to me, that's win-win. I don't mind that.
And Jeff Passan, the guy that they were interviewing at the time, he's a big WWE fan. So I mean, it made sense. It made sense at the end.
He's all game for it. We got another super chat here from the Wrestling Truth. Titles don't mean anything. That's like saying Rock vs. Roman doesn't need it just because people want to keep the title on Cody. Roman has been calling himself head of the table because of the title. So I'm not sure. Titles don't mean anything. Is that sarcasm or is that's like saying Rock vs. Roman doesn't need it because people want to keep the title on Cody. Roman has been calling himself head of the table because of the title. I mean, I don't think titles don't mean anything. I think some people don't need titles. I'm sure Jey Uso would be happy being a world champion. I just think there's a world where he understands that Gunther's next in line on one side and that Cody's got time and that this just isn't that moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as the Wyatt Six go, though, like I said, happy that we're getting a mixture of we're going to get the videotapes and we'll get to see them on screen. And we'll see how that develops. Where do you think we see them wrestle first?
I guess you would have to imagine that SummerSlam is going to, like, with the progression that happened last night, you would imagine something may happen at SummerSlam. Maybe it's a little too soon in my mind. I'd like maybe a little bit more play out, but I could see a situation where this happens at SummerSlam.
Do you think they go 3-on-3 or do they do something like Bo Dallas versus Gable and it just turns into a mess?
I don't think Bo Dallas sees a ring for a while.
Okay, so you think they're gonna go around Bo?
Yeah, he's the ringleader. So
okay, interesting, dude. Isn't it crazy how good he's been for somebody who was never given an opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what he looks like in the ring. Obviously, that's a whole different. But I mean, in terms of like the storytelling and like the promos, like 100%.
I mean, there's moments where I see him and I see Bray.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like he's playing it so well.
Yeah.
Let's see what the chat's saying here. Wrestling Truth. Punk and Drew need a title, period. That's why they're feuding in the first place. I kind of agree with that. I don't
agree with that.
I agree with it from the sense that the whole reason Drew McIntyre's mad is because Punk cost him the title. I don't think it has to have a title, but I think I would like the title to be there. I'd rather the title be there. I'm not excited for another long Gunther title run. I'm really not.
I think this. I mean, the CM Punk stuff that happened at the Royal Rumble, he got hurt. There was no title involved.
No, but I think he's referring to WrestleMania. Punk costing Drew his title and helping Damian cash in, and then Punk costing Drew his title match. A month later.
I'm with you though.
I think that's the reference.
The thought of a long Gunther title run, like,
it's not exciting. I want to see that title bounce around. I'm ready to see Gunther be human, and that's okay. Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
The problem is Wrestling Truth. There's one title to go around, and right now we've got a lot of worthy people.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah.